Hey, hello everybody, welcome to today's lesson. Today we're checking some handouts. So let's get started. The first worksheet is this one. I'm gonna start now with the first activity. The first activity was just try to put the words in order to say what they're saying, okay? So number one is example that says, I'm going to watch TV. Number two will be, I'm going to buy a newspaper, or if someone else is watching that person, the person will say, she is going to buy a newspaper or even a magazine. Then we can say, we are going to play football. And on number four, say, I am going to have a bath, okay? Now, here you have the answers, which can be, she's going to buy a newspaper, or I am going to buy a newspaper. They're going to play football, which is perfect, or he is going to have a bath, or I am going to have a bath, okay? So no problem if you make on the first or third person singular in number 2 and 4, that's possible too. Then we have this, which is, let's think. What are the people in the pictures about expressing? So ideally, you should have answer. They are talking about things they are about to do, something they planned. Then we continue with this activity, and it says, complete the sentences using going to plus one of these verbs. So if you see here, we have number 1 and 2 already done because they are the examples. We can say, my hands are dirty, I'm going to wash them. What are you going to wear to the party tonight? Okay. Then we have number 3. It says, I don't want to go home by bus. I am going to walk. Then number 4, John is going to London next week. He is going to stay with some friends. Number 5, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat this sandwich. Number 6, it's Sharon's birthday next week. We're going to give her a present. Number 7, Sue says she's feeling very tired. She's going to lie down for an hour. Then number 8, there's a good film on TV this evening. Are you going to watch it? Then number 9, what is Rachel going to do when she leaves school? And those are the answers for this activity. Then we had this one with the pictures. It says, look at the pictures, what is going to happen? If you pay attention to the example, it says, it's going to rain because we have the very big black clouds. Then we have number 2, it says, the shelf is going to fall down. Number 3, the car is going to turn left. And number 4, he is going to kick the football. And on this part, we have one question which says, what are you going to do tomorrow? Today or tomorrow? And you were supposed to write 3 sentences. Here I have 3 examples. Like, for example, I'm going to cook lunch. I'm going to check my students' homework. I'm going to watch a movie. Now let's continue with the second handout or worksheet. Okay, is this one? So you just look at it, and now we get started with the answers. Here, the idea was just to see this, to read it and understand. So ideally, you could answer, what did you understand from the situation presented before from this one? You can say that I understand that I use going to talk about future events, and that when having evidence that they are going to happen, or that I am sure they are going to happen, okay? Now, let's see the exercises. On the first exercise, it says, write a question with going to for each situation. We have the example. Your friend has won some money. You ask, you have what I do with it. So we say, what are you going to do with it? Then in number 2, you have, you're here, sorry, your friend is going to a party tonight. You ask, what and where? So you say, what are you going to wear, right? Or what are you going to wear for the party tonight? Which will be a little longer, that's correct. Then in number 3, you can say, your friend has just bought a new table. So, and you ask, where are you going to put it? Then in number 4, it says, your friend has decided to have a party. And you ask, who are you going to invite? Or who are you going to invite to the party? So it's up to you to make it short or longer. Then we continue with the next activity. It says, read the situations and complete the dialogues. Use going to. So number 1 is the example, and it says, you have decided to tidy your room this morning. The friend asks, are you going out this morning? No, I'm going to tidy my room. Number 2 says, you bought a sweater, but it doesn't fit you very well. You have decided to take it back. That friend tells you, that sweater, it's too big for you. I know. I'm going to take it back. The first answer. Then number 3, you have been offered a job, but you have decided not to accept it. A friend tells you, I hear you've been offered a job. You answer, that's right, but I'm not going to accept it. Then we have number 4. You have to phone Sarah. It's morning now, and you have decided to phone her tonight. Your friend asks, have you phoned Sarah yet? And you reply, no, I'm going to phone her tonight. And then number 5, you are in a restaurant, the food is awful, and you've decided to complain. Your friend tells you, this food is awful, isn't it? And you reply, yes, it's disgusting. I'm going to complain about it. Then we have this activity which it says, what is going to happen in these situations? Use the words in brackets. Number 1 is example. It says, there are a lot of black clouds in the sky. You have rain in brackets. So you say, it's going to rain. The number 2 says, it is 8:30. Tom is leaving his house. He has to be at work at 8:45, but the journey takes 30 minutes. In brackets, we have the word late. So you have to say something like this. He is going to be late. Then in number 3, it says, there is a hole in the bottom of the boat. A lot of water is coming in through the hole. In brackets, we have the word sink. So you should write something like this. The boat is going to sink. Then in number 4, we have Lucy and Chris are driving. There is very little petrol left in the tank. The nearest petrol station is a long way away. So the answer should be, they are going to run out of petrol. So you see, this is the end of the lesson. I hope that you have liked it, and I hope that you can check and correct yourselves at home. Well, goodbye and see you next time.